Elliot Eastman, a 26-year-old man from Vermont, USA, embarked on what he hoped would be a life-changing journey. In May, he moved to the Philippines, seeking a new life in a different culture, far from the comforts of home. A vibrant individual with a passion for storytelling, Elliot shared his experiences through social media, documenting his daily life in the small coastal town of Sabuco, where he lived with his Filipino wife, Kisha. What began as an adventurous exploration of a new culture turned into a chilling tragedy. By October, Elliot had been abducted, and authorities now believe he is dead. This video delves into the details of his life in the Philippines, the challenges he faced, and the circumstances surrounding his disappearance. A journey of hope and new beginnings. Elliot moved to the Philippines with enthusiasm and hope, a sentiment that many expats share when seeking a fresh start abroad. He chose Sabuco, a small town in the southern Philippines, as his new home. Known for its breathtaking coastal scenery and warm community, Sabuco seemed like the perfect setting for a new chapter. Elliot married Kisha, a local woman, shortly after arriving. Together, they opened a small grocery business in their home. For Elliot, this was more than just a business. It was a way to integrate into the local community and build a sustainable livelihood. Through his YouTube channel and Facebook page, Elliot shared his journey with a growing audience. His videos depicted a man eager to embrace the culture, customs, and challenges of his new life. However, as time went on, his optimism began to fade, replaced by growing concerns about his safety. Sabuco, beauty and danger. While Sabuco offered a picturesque setting, it also posed significant dangers. The southern Philippines has long been associated with high crime rates, including kidnapping for ransom. Foreigners, in particular, are often seen as targets due to the perception of wealth. Despite the risks, Elliot chose to settle there, determined to make his new life work. In one of his live streams, Elliot described himself as the first foreigner to live in Sabuco for an extended period. While this distinction brought him recognition, it may have also contributed to his vulnerability. As the only foreigner in the area, he stood out, attracting attention from both well-meaning locals and those with malicious intent. Challenges in business and daily life. Starting a business in a new country is always a challenge, and Elliot's experience was no exception. He and Kisha ran a small grocery store from their home, catering to the needs of the local community. However, the business faced numerous hurdles, from financial struggles to family disputes. One incident that Elliot shared during a live stream involved Kisha's sister, who reportedly removed a piece of plywood from the wall of their home, leading to a theft. The stolen amount was 300 pesos, roughly equivalent to $5 USD. While this may seem insignificant by American standards, it was a notable loss in the context of their modest business in an impoverished area. Elliot's decision to discuss these challenges publicly may have inadvertently put him at risk. His openness about financial issues and other struggles likely attracted unwanted attention, especially in a region where poverty and crime are prevalent. A growing sense of unease. By September, Elliot's tone in his live streams had changed noticeably. He began expressing discomfort about his surroundings and uncertainty about the intentions of those around him. In one particularly candid moment, he said, "I don't even know if people like me anymore. Maybe they want bad things to happen to me." This statement reflected his growing paranoia and sense of isolation. Elliot also questioned whether the local community would come to his aid if he were in danger. His concerns were not entirely unfounded. In regions with high crime rates, community support can be uncertain, particularly for outsiders. The fateful final live stream. On October 17, Elliot went live on YouTube for the last time. The video is haunting in hindsight. He appeared visibly uneasy, sitting in a dimly lit room and eating fruit in silence for over 5 minutes before engaging with viewers. When asked about his thoughts on the Philippines, he gave a measured response, mentioning both positive and negative aspects of his experience. This live stream, though seemingly mundane at the time, now serves as a chilling reminder of the events that would unfold just hours later. It was the last time Elliot was seen alive, the night of the abduction. On the night following his final live stream, 4 armed men stormed into Elliot's home. According to the Philippine National Police, the assailants were dressed in black and wore face coverings, allegedly posing as police officers. Elliot resisted the attackers and attempted to flee but was shot in the leg. The men then dragged him to a waiting white boat and left the shore, heading out to sea. Conflicting reports and investigation. The search for Elliot began immediately, with local authorities and the Philippine National Police leading the effort. Witnesses provided conflicting accounts of what happened next. One witness claimed that Elliot had been shot twice, once in the leg and once in the torso, and that he had died during the boat journey. The kidnappers allegedly disposed of his body in the water. Despite extensive searches, Elliot's body has not been found. The lack of physical evidence has complicated the investigation, leaving his family and authorities grappling with unanswered questions. The role of the FBI. Recognizing the international implications of the case, the FBI joined the investigation. As a U.S. citizen, Elliot's case falls under the FBI's jurisdiction, even though the events occurred overseas. The agency has been working alongside Philippine authorities to uncover the truth and bring those responsible to justice. Motives behind the crime. Speculation about the motives behind Elliot's abduction has centered on 2 primary factors: money and resentment. In many impoverished regions, foreigners are perceived as wealthy, regardless of their actual financial status. This perception may have made Elliot an attractive target for criminals seeking ransom. Additionally, Elliot's marriage to a local Muslim woman may have contributed to resentment among certain individuals in the community. Cultural and religious differences can sometimes fuel tensions, particularly in areas with a history of conflict. The risks of social media. Elliot's active presence on social media, while intended to share his journey and connect with others, may have inadvertently increased his vulnerability. By discussing personal challenges, financial struggles, and his daily routines, he provided potential criminals with valuable information about his life. This aspect of the story serves as a cautionary tale for travelers and expatriates about the risks of oversharing on public platforms, especially in high-risk areas. Cultural challenges and lessons. Elliot's experience highlights the complexities of adapting to a new culture, particularly in regions with significant economic and social disparities. Building trust within a community takes time and effort, and maintaining discretion about personal matters is crucial. For aspiring expatriates, Elliot's story underscores the importance of thorough preparation, cultural sensitivity, and awareness of local risks. Suspects and shootouts. In the weeks following Elliot's abduction, authorities engaged in a shootout with suspects linked to the case. 3 suspects were killed, while 1 was taken into custody. The arrested suspect reportedly corroborated the witness account, stating that Elliot had died and his body had been dumped in the water. While the shootout eliminated key suspects, it also hindered the investigation. The deaths of potential informants meant that crucial details about the crime may never be uncovered. Hope for justice. Despite the challenges, efforts to bring justice for Elliot continue. His family in the United States remains devastated by his disappearance and presumed death, but holds out hope that those responsible will be held accountable. The involvement of the FBI has provided some reassurance that the case will not be forgotten. The lingering mystery. Elliot Eastman's story is a poignant reminder of the unpredictability and risks of life abroad. While his journey began with hope and ambition, it ended in tragedy, leaving behind a legacy of questions and lessons. His disappearance remains a mystery, a painful chapter for his family, and a somber reflection on the dangers faced by expatriates in high-risk areas. As investigations continue, Elliot's story serves as both a cautionary tale and a call for greater awareness, cultural understanding, and caution when venturing into unfamiliar territories. And that's the heartbreaking story of Elliot Eastman, a journey filled with hope that ended in tragedy. If you found this story compelling and want more deep dives into true crime and mysteries, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's uncover the world's untold stories together.